What up, sunshine? First, I apologize for having such a late video. I intended on doing one on Thursday, and then I forgot, and then I thought, oh, I'll just do one when I get back. Figuring I was mostly just going to talk to you about the writing conference anyway. So let me walk you through my weekend. First, Friday, got on the bus, took a Greyhound bus for 5 hours, and in time to like get your passes and stuff is like 6:30 to 7:30. And I in my head it's just like you get your thing in your little baggie and you say hi and then you leave. So I got there at like 6:35. Got my thing, get in line. There are some hors d'oeuvres, and then I go inside and sit down, and I realize it's like 6:37, and I realize there's like a speaker at 7:45, which is like just welcoming you to the thing and talking about the importance of public libraries. So I ate my hors d'oeuvres and looked at my watch. I don't have a watch. I looked at my phone and saw that I still had like an hour left till the thing even started, and it was really boring anyway, so I ditched it. Saturday started the real day. Breakfast is from 7 to 8. I'm not a morning person, so I get there at like 7:40. I take like 3 bites, and then they're like, all right, go to your class. I'm like, so I'm like scarfing it down. I go to my first couple classes, and it was a little disappointing because I've taken some creative writing classes before, and I've read parts of books and stuff like that, and it wasn't anything new. It wasn't anything I haven't heard before, so I was a little disappointed by that. But at the third session, I ditched it because I had a meeting with with an agent. The meeting went okay. It was pretty fast, but she liked it. So she was like kind of interested in it, but blatantly said that she's never done sci-fi YA. She does YA like with like girls and like realistic YA, like they're going to prom or whatever. She's like, but send it to me anyway. And I don't remember what she said to send, because I could send her. I'm sorry, my cat's going to the bathroom. If you hear that scratching, so I mean, like I could send her like the inquiry letter, or like a few chapters of my thing, or like she wants the whole thing. I don't remember because I was so like stressed out that I was meeting an agent. So I don't really know what to do about that, because I don't want to like write her an email and be like, I'm sorry, what did you say again? And then she'll be like, oh. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. And then Saturday there was a lunch, which I don't remember anything about. Was there a lunch? And I had my critique. I went to this one class taught by this girl. This one was pretty cool. She does like middle-age books, which is slightly younger than kind of the YA I'm going for. Although, based upon her talks and stuff, it was kind of interesting to see strategically the best way to do it is to aim for middle school, not for high school. Because in high school, teachers and stuff have you start reading classical things and stuff like that, and like on their reading suggestions, it's not the fun books, it's like the classic books. In middle school, however, if you aim for middle school and you get on that list, then you get on a list for kids, and then like schools actually buy sets of your books, libraries buy sets of your books. There's certain lists that are designed for middle school that if you get on it, it's like a guaranteed 10 to 20,000 copies. And I was like, oh. So middle school, that's the secret there. And then she said a couple other things that were pretty interesting, which I don't remember off the top of my head, but I took notes and I recorded it, so I have that for future use. And she's the same lady who read my book, and her and I had like the critiquing meeting. And I think you read, based upon your previous video, that you've read what I had written so far. I hope so, otherwise this won't make any sense. She overall really enjoyed it. There were some questions, but she overall really enjoyed it. She said it was a book that she could totally see kids getting into, that people wanting to buy it, like people wanting to publish it, so that was really awesome. She said with Errol, like, I really understood like what it felt like to be a boy, which I guess I did. she said the boys would really attribute to him, and they would really like him as like a lead character, so that was cool. She loved the bull part in the opening chapter. She wasn't a big fan of the opening chapter, especially where it was. She said there was good stuff, but overall it kind of dragged out too long. But she loved the bull part. She said kids really like mythology, and that bull was almost like mythological, in nature. And the way it cracked the walls and stuff, she was like, it was brilliant. And she absolutely loved the coma room. She said that's something, we've never heard of, we've never seen. It's such a chilling image, and it's such a good place for you learn a lot about Errol, when he's talking to his parents and his best friend, and then when he sees Haley and stuff like that. So she loved that. She had a couple of questions that I did not have an answer to, which was really good that she asked that, because then I was like, I don't know, which is then the questions that you have to answer. So that was good. Then that was Saturday night, and then I ordered pizza. I think that was my first mistake, because Sunday I woke up, my stomach didn't feel the greatest. It felt like I had butterflies, like I was a little nervous, but there's like nothing to stress out about, so I didn't really know why I felt that way. I missed breakfast, and I missed the first class, which seemed really like not late. Like it really didn't seem like it applied to me, so I just ditched it and slept for an extra hour, which felt nice, but I was still really, 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 really tired. So then I go to the last two classes, which there wasn't really anything cool there, and then lunch I had one sandwich, like just a sandwich, not like a sandwich, and a cookie, and I just did not feel good. Called a cab to go pick me up to go to the bus station, and I am not feeling good at all. By the time I get to the bus station, it's so crowded in there, like with body heat, which makes me also want to throw up. Like I started feeling like I wanted to throw up, and I was like, oh my god. So then I went up to this other area, which was like no one was there, and it was really cold. So I was thinking like, okay, it's fine once I get on the bus, because the bus right here, the air conditioning was like blasting, so once I get on the bus, I'll be okay. I get on the bus, air conditioning is broken, so I'm like pouring sweat on top of my stomach, on top of wanting to throw up, and I didn't get my own row like I did last night. It was miserable bus ride back. Came home, ate crackers, went to bed for about 13 hours, so I feel better now. So all in all, the trip was good. It wasn't like amazing like I kind of was hoping it would be, but it was good. I don't know if I would go to a writing conference again unless people I knew were there. Maybe. Because if you've taken any classes or if you've read any books, it's kind of the same thing. I don't know. We'll see. But, so yeah, that was my writing conference. I'm sorry, this box is distracting me because I don't know if you know this, but I got a new TV. It looks really small there, but it's 32 inches. For an apartment, it looks huge. I love it. Okay, that's all I have to say. I realize I'm not leaving you with much to talk about, but, oh, dang it, this video's going on too long, so now I'm going to have to edit something to mention this. So Kelsey is in a podcast group where they talk about Hunger Games, and I started thinking, like, podcasting, what she does, and they're all, like, all over the country, so what they do is they all get on GarageBand, which do you have a Mac? I don't know if your laptop, anyway, they get on GarageBand, and they say, like, 1, 2, 3, record, and they hit record at the same time, and then they have microphones, much like this fancy microphone we just bought, and they talk about Hunger Games, and then they hit end, and then they send the stuff to one person, and she edits them all together, so it sounds really fancy. What I was thinking, podcasting, what if we did it one time a week, in which we picked 3 nerdy things to talk about, like 3 major topics of anything, that week that we thought was interesting, and we pick a time and we record for like 30 minutes. Now, the hopeful thing is those 3 things, we then branch off and start talking about blah, 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 blah. But podcasts are still really big. Something to think about. If you think that could work, I would be willing to try that, because I think we're funny. And if we talk about nerdy things, think about it. Think about it. Okay, well, I'll see you relatively soon, because hopefully you will make a video tonight. Okay, bye.